Hello, I have a relaxing game for you today. It's called Minami Lane. It just came out a few days ago on February 29th, I believe is when this came out. And it's a nice, relaxing little game. You start out with a few buildings or maybe no buildings. This is the sandbox mode, by the way. There are story missions. There's not really any story, but you can go through that and learn the mechanics. But you start out with no buildings or a few buildings and then have to build up the street with different houses, and there's a few different types of parks. There's a karaoke place, there's ramen, there's a bookstore, there's not too many buildings, but a decent number of buildings. And you're simply just trying to get more villagers by building houses, make the street more beautiful. You can beautify different buildings, make money, and increase satisfaction, which is just how happy people are. So when you place down a building, you can get a couple of choices. This is a good choice here with the ramen. You can manage the shop and figure out what to serve people. There's only going to be one recipe with the ramen shop, but you can build multiple ramen shops and have different combinations of the ingredients here. And I can show you this in a few minutes here. But as people visit the shops, there'll be little thought bubbles that pop up, and you can click on people and see what they're thinking about a particular shop. So I know people are asking for more pork and more noodles, so we can add noodle and pork. That'll increase the selling price, and I can figure out how much profit do I want to make. Well, I added more ingredients, so I'll increase it by $2. And there's a nice little visual of the bowl of ramen. As you add things and take things away, it'll change what it looks like visually. I think I had egg. I had no shrimp in there. I think that's what I had before. Oh, I think I added an extra noodle. No, I didn't. I added one noodle. And in the left here, you can see at a glance like how satisfied people are. There's young people and there's elderly people. There's also one more called the yokai, but I'll get to that in a minute. But you can see at a glance what they think about the recipe, the price. Once you figure out what the perfect recipe and price is, you don't have to change it anymore. And there are ways to well, there's one way to increase the shop level, which will attract more customers, but that is in the upgrade section, and you can choose to either attract more people or to beautify the place. I don't think I really need to attract more people. This is the sandbox mode, so I can always build more houses if I want. I want to make it more beautiful, so that'll cost a little bit of money. You've got nice little decorations here. It makes it look nicer. And you can do the same thing with the bookstore. I forgot to assign books here, but it's very similar to the ramen shop or any other shop. You can choose, I don't know, travel guide, manga, and comic books. And then I'll just leave the prices as they are. Usually you can charge, you can charge a little bit more for those. I'll increase the price a little bit. And then, as people visit, again, you can click on their thought bubbles and figure out what it is they're looking for. This doesn't add too much. You can increase the beauty by 1. It adds like little flowers in there. You can do that if you want to. So I mentioned that these are houses for young people. These are houses for elderly people. And they, of course, have different tastes about what they want at the ramen shop or the bookstore. There's a florist here. As you add things to it, it changes visually. I think, what did they say? They wanted more tulips. Oh, just more tulips. I didn't see anything else. So I'll just add 1 tulip. That's fine. Oh, and I should probably bring up the price by 1. You can also upgrade this. I'm not sure why one of these upgrades increases the number of villagers when I haven't built more houses. I don't know if people are living in the greenhouse or something, but you have that choice between more villagers or beautify it. I'm gonna beautify it. It is a florist. I want to make that looking as nice as possible. Same thing with here, beauty, more villagers. It changes what it looks like visually. The karaoke bar. I didn't assign anything here. I don't know what genre these are, but I think you just have to figure out what it is people like, what type of karaoke they want to sing. I'm just going to keep all that the same. This building will provide a few different services for you. So having this city services building is the only way that you can delete other buildings along the street. And you get some of the money back when you do that. And the way this works is that if I deleted one of these buildings, I don't want to, but if I deleted the elderly home, this goes away, and then all of these buildings get moved over to the right, and whatever new building you build will go down here. I was thinking I could choose a place to put these, like if I wanted to put a building here, I could, but you can't. It just extends right to left, diagonally right to left. So there's that. You can also repaint buildings. When you first put up a building, you can change the color scheme of it. This one, people will drop trash throughout the day, and you can just click on it, and it cleans it up. You get a little bit of money for it. You don't have to do that necessarily, although I think you take a hit to beauty on your street if you don't pick up the trash. I've never not picked up the trash because I want to make sure that there isn't trash all over the place. But instead of clicking on all the trash to pick it up, you can automate that. Same with what citizens think about different shops, how they feel about prices and items being offered. You can automate that so that their thought bubbles are saved throughout the day, and when you get to I forget which screen it is, but when you get to one of the screens after the day is done, all the thought bubble information is saved there, so you don't have to remember, oh yeah, they said they wanted more noodles in the ramen, they wanted shrimp, and they don't want so many eggs, and they want the price of this book to be lower because it's okay, but it's a little bit pricey. That can all be saved for you. So I will add a building. We have the ramen shop. We have I should probably build the yokai tree. I'm going to build that. You have a few different options here. Some roof types, just 3 basic shapes, which is fine. You can change the roof color. You can change the main color. I think red. I think red and green looks good with that roof shape. And I guess we'll upgrade this so that it has more villagers. You can do that a few times. Let's add 3 of them. I got plenty of money. And what else do we want to add? There's a little there's a little shop here. You know what? I'm gonna build an elderly home. And we're gonna make the roof red and the building that color. And we're gonna beautify this one instead of adding more villagers, so, just so you can see what that looks like. And then we can build there's a little shop here. Oh, and there's a boba cafe. I haven't built that yet. Give me this. And let's make it like that, something kind of bright. And nope, not that. And of course you can build more than one of these shops because there's 6 items and you can only offer 3. I'm gonna give you instant noodles, onigiri, and sodas. And then we'll just leave the prices as is, and we'll kind of see how people feel about it. So we can start the day, and this is a very long street. This is much larger than any street I think that you'll see in the story mode games, which is basically the tutorial. But there's a lot here. There's 59 people, which is way more than I've ever seen in one of the tutorial missions. Here's some of that trash. It kind of sparkles like that, so you can see it a little bit easier. There's also, there seems to be like a hidden item every time. This is a backpack. There's like a camera and an envelope or something like that. You will also, as the beauty of your street increases, it will attract cats who just wander around. You can click on those and you get a little extra money for that. Now I'm seeing a few people leave shops. These little bubbles will pop up. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's one of the yokai. I was like, what the hell is that? But you can click on people and see what they like. This person likes that little shop there. Everything's perfect. Okay, nothing to improve there. You found 2 things you like to sing at karaoke.
Hi.
You like the comic books. Price is fair, so I don't need to adjust that. You haven't visited anywhere yet. Somebody's at the florist.
Hello?
You want more daisies in the bouquet. Okay, so if I wanted to save this information, I can just click this little button here, and it will save that as one of the notes about the florist after we are done for the day. So you came out of the shop here. You like the soda, but the price is a little low. So you could increase that by 1, which I will probably do. You want more tulips in the bouquet. What do you think about the ramen? You want more noodle. Okay, I will save that. You went to the bookstore. Everything's fine. Okay. More trash. And this is, you know, kind of... I don't want this to sound negative. I was going to say this is all that there is. But it's just, it's a nice little game. You don't have to be stressed out playing this. It's relaxing. You can build a little street the way that you want. We'll visit the park here and go for a swim, I guess.
Hi.
More tulips. I already have that saved. Okay. And you just... It's just a cozy little game. You're probably not going to play this for very long. I don't think. It's $3.99 on Steam, I think. That's with a little bit of a discount. But I think it's normally $4.99 or something. It's very cheap. And I like this game. It's very nice visually. It's very cute. You can make everything look all nice and pretty and stuff like that, and it's just nice. It's just a nice little game. I do want to show you afterwards when you're done for the day, because the day, I think it began at 8 a.m. and it ends at 8 p.m. You have to wait for everybody to actually get off the street. But then you're done. You're done for the day. And yeah, there is a little object for you to find. I got one. I missed the trash, but that's fine. I missed 2 cats to click on to pet them. And you can also say hello to cyclists. Cyclists greeted. That gives you, excuse me, that gives you a little bit of money. Obviously, if this was one of the story missions, you would have different objectives here. Main objectives and optional objectives, like building certain buildings or having a certain number of people or make a certain amount of money or something like that. And just a summary of satisfaction, the villagers, the money, who's who for the villagers, youths, elders, yokai. Money, how much you're making in shops and other areas. This will be picking up trash and stuff like that. And satisfaction, you have beauty. Street, I actually don't know what that means exactly. And bonus, I also don't know what the bonus would be. But anyway, you can come to the shops and get a summary of satisfaction and price for different things here, so people are not exactly satisfied with the selection at the bookstore, so I would probably build a second bookstore that offers the 3 other books, and then we can kind of get that satisfaction to increase. And I guess the elders don't. Well, I guess the elders don't really do karaoke all that much. The lungs aren't quite as strong anymore. But yeah, there's the whole breakdown for everything. You can rename these if you want. They start with just really generic names. I don't know what to call that, but we'll just keep that there. And then a little bit more detailed breakdown of satisfaction. You can see how much beauty there is. The more people you have, the harder it is to make the area beautiful, because you have all these people around, there's more clutter, and you have to spend more to beautify, build more parks and stuff like that. And then I guess this is Beauty Street bonus. All right, that's just a closer breakdown of, okay. Oh, the bonus is clicking on the cats, and how many cats were attracted to the neighborhood, which is also connected to beauty. The more beautiful your neighborhood is, the more cats show up. And then shop recipes, shop prices, shop diversity. I gotta work on the prices, but for the shops, but for the food, the shop prices for the non-food seems fine, and the shop diversity is good. So, fine. You end that day, and then it should be... Where was it? Where is that? Ah, here it is. It saves it up in the right-hand corner here. I wasn't sure which shop I saved information for. But they want more noodles. No complaints about anything else, so we'll just add noodles and charge an extra $1 and see what that does. I believe I saved something for the florist. They want more daisies, more tulips. Okay. Give you a daisy and a tulip. Increase the price. That's fine. And yeah, what else can we do? We can add even more people, or we can add beauty. I'll do the beauty. Adds little bushes and planters and stuff like that. And here we can attract more people. Now you've got a little gumball machine out front, and like a vending machine there. There's a little sign that gets added. Or you can make it more beautiful. I want to attract more people, so I'm gonna go with that. And we can beautify this a bit. It just adds flowers. Now we get a bunch of flowers in the trees. Can't do anything with these houses anymore because I've upgraded those fully. But if we wanted to, we could add... Where's the house? I kind of wish that this was a drop-down menu a little bit, but it's not really a big deal. We can build a modern house. Choose the colors there, that's fine. And then we won't add the villagers. We'll add more beauty to it. Adds a bunch of flowers and bushes and plants and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think I'm missing anything else. That's the game. That's Minami Lane. Like I said, it's nice, cozy, relaxing game you don't have to be too stressed out about, but you don't want to miss petting the little kitty cats. And yeah, I recommend it if you just want a cute little game to play. No need to stress, just to have a nice time. And yeah, it's $3.99. It's on Steam now. And like I said, I think it's $4.99 without the 10% discount. I think all games must do that now. They come with a discount immediately for like a week, right when they come out, or some of them do at least. But yeah, it's a nice little game. I recommend it if you're looking for something relaxing. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.